Hey everyone, this is Fred. I hope you're all doing well. I'm back. Now, in this episode, I'm going to talk about the lessons that I've learned over the past year trying to find a job. Many of you know that resigned my ed tech position, ed tech teaching job last year, and it's been quite a journey. Not gonna lie, it there are times when it's frustrating, it's demoralizing, but I was able to push through, and I'm very lucky that I have a family and I have a partner, my wife. She was able to hold it down for us, at least in many ways, not just financial, but in many ways. And we're very lucky, and she's enjoying her new position as an instructional coach, and I'll interview her one day about that. But today we're going to talk about the lessons I've learned so far the past year. Spoiler alert, I did get a new job. I'll be teaching again back in the classroom, and I'll be teaching computer science, so that'll be fun. Okay, so the first thing I've learned in this whole job interview thing, or just job hunting, really, it's about the mindset. A year ago, I was getting really burnt out. I was really not there. I don't want to say depressed, because I know there are people who are going through depression, and I don't want to really say that I had depression, because I don't think I did, because I'm very lucky that I was there for my family and I was able to take care of myself the best way I can. Now, the mindset, that's a big thing. Okay, so how did I push through? First was the mindset, and it pushed me into networking. Okay, so that's the thing that really pushed me, is the mindset to networking, and then also sustaining my finances. That's the second thing, how to do that, and being there for my family. And a little side note also, how to pinpoint and have laser focus on what kind of jobs that I was looking for. Okay, so let's go back to networking. So obviously the big networking job site out there is LinkedIn. So I did pay for a pro LinkedIn or premium LinkedIn account, and that opened up a lot of pretty cool things like LinkedIn Learning. So I was able to explore what kind of jobs were out there for teachers, especially. And I'll go more of this in future episodes. But instructional design was the big, or instructional designer, that was the big thing for teachers. Maybe still is, that they were interested in going into after the classroom. So I did that a little bit, actually a lot. This happened last September, and it pushed through, through December till the holidays. But I was really getting into instructional design. In that journey of the instructional design, what I did in LinkedIn was I started following other experts in the instructional design space, the industry. That was the one that really stood out for me it's Tim Slade, and he has a bunch of YouTube videos and has a lot of great content out there, and he has a really good book about instructional design and e-learning, and I'll have a link for you for that on this show. So instructional design, I dove in, I started consuming and learning all I could about instructional design, from the ADDIE process to the design process to the e-learning of the technology. I wasn't able to pay for the software, like Articulate 360 and so on. It's just quite expensive. But I did get into Camtasia. I bought that and I used that for my video editing process. So I got to learn that also, because I do have a background in or experience in video editing, simple video editing for schools. Did many slideshows, many filming, special events, and so on. So I did that. I learned Camtasia and its PDF creator and editor called Snagit. Really cool stuff. And I'll have a link for that for you as well, because I think they're really, really helpful. So after that, after networking and I learned a lot of things, I started really, because now this is like around like late October. Okay, my finances, it's lacking. It's shrinking rapidly. You know, having a mortgage, having 2 kids, gas expensive and all that crazy stuff. You know how it is. And today, so I tried to reduce a lot of things, which I did. Paid off a lot of debt. I did not use my credit card, bring that out to zero best I could. But I knew that sometime the money's going to run out. So what I did, I had to get a job. Now I was lucky enough to get some consulting positions or jobs out there, short-term consulting jobs. And I did consult with a technology company and another company, a couple of technology companies really. They're about data analytics, and they're learning about how to target the next generation of clients, they call them, or in our case, our students who will be adults real soon. In the next 5 to 10 years, they'll be adults. So these companies, they are trying to anticipate what these next generation consumers, what they need. So I consulted with them what they are, what their habits are, what the outlooks, outlook in life and so on. I gave them some insights on that. Teaching for the past 23 years, I have seen a change. I've seen things have moved on, but quite interesting stuff. Those paid really well. Those consulting jobs paid really well, but it's very few. So I had to go back into teaching as a substitute. I went through the whole substitute application in the school district, and there's a lot of documents, a lot of things, a lot of miscommunication as well. At that time, the governor, I think the state of California, they were increasing the pay, the daily pay for substitutes, which is a good thing. So I was able to participate in that eventually, and I subbed in the public schools. And I also reached out to a couple of my, one main school that I used to work at, and had a really great experience there when I was there. And it was nice seeing everyone again. And so they hired me for a lot of substitute jobs and also for long-term substitute jobs also. Some teachers, this is still during the COVID. COVID is still happening, obviously, excuse me. But I was able to help out and substitute and cover people when needed. I also became the AP proctor for the school. I did a lot of proctoring for them also, which I'm very appreciative of that. So I was able to sustain my finances. So that was a good thing, and contribute again to our family. So that's really good. Now, it's a summer, and it's kind of tough right now, but I'm very lucky to get this job coming up again this August. Okay, so it was networking, then sustaining finances, and then really focused in. The other lesson that I focused in is that I need to support my family. I learned my family way more. I was able to spend more time with my 2 sons, dropping off kids, picking them up, going to their events. I did a lot of cooking. I love cooking already. I do love cooking, but I did a lot of cooking, obviously. Did a lot of dishwashing and so on. The everyday domestic home cleanup and stuff like that. So I was able to do that and try to alleviate all that stuff from my wife, who was busy working hard. So those are the three things: the networking and diving in to the industry that I was interested in, substituting, trying to sustain my finances and try to rebuild it up, or at least be able to pay for groceries. We love to go to Costco. So that, and how, Costco, you can spend so much there. But yeah. So those three things, I think if you are at this junction, if you are going through this, I want to know how you're doing it. So I'll have a link down below. Go ahead and comment there as well. Now, before I let you go, think about these couple things. As you're looking for a job or a new career, you have to dive into what you want. And that was a struggle for me. I struggled with figuring out what I want. I'm still struggling with that. Do I really want to go back to the classroom? Yeah, I do. Definitely. But also, I know that I'm good at it, and I know that it pays pretty well, but I know there's a ceiling. So dive in the industry that you are interested in. There are tons of resources that are free online. You can use OpenAI's ChatGPT and Google's Bard AIs to help you with your questions. If you're into the books, if you're like me, you can buy tons of books or a few books on the industry you're looking for. Again, Tim Slade has a really good book on e-learning and instructional design. I'll have the link below. Or that's on Amazon, but you can definitely go to your favorite bookstore and support them. And get into LinkedIn. Okay, get on LinkedIn. I know it's expensive. You could always try to get a free trial to do that, and then get off it when your trial is done. But you can start following people, and then you can start tailoring your about page, your LinkedIn page, your resume, your cover letter, and I'll talk about that next time. But get to know the terminology and what people are saying, what they're looking for. YouTube has a lot of videos, obviously, that you can find out more about different types of jobs out there that you may be interested in. So keep going, keep hunting, and make sure you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Until next time, peace.